uh, yeah, I'm just tired. But anyways, I'm doing some laundry at the laundromat. I had some time to kill, so I wanted to get this video out because it's very relevant. Yesterday, I believe, was the day that some documents were released in regards to the Jufrey Upstein. I'm trying not to say his actual name because I don't know what the algorithm picks up and what it doesn't, but I feel like it might pick up something like that. Anyways, the Jufrey Upstein, some of the documents came out and some people were implicated. Of course, not all of the people in these were not nearly any, like, the word all, not all the documents, a very small portion of some criminating documents were released, but there is so much more that is yet to be uncovered that hopefully will be uncovered someday. If you know much about Epstein, shoot, I said his name. But yeah, anyways, and Maxwell's father, who worked for intelligence agencies, Epstein had video recordings of many people doing very bad things. So somewhere within this globe, those recordings still exist. I'm sure if there were copies were destroyed, but the people pulling the strings made sure to keep the blackmail documents because that's what he was doing. He was running a very large blackmailing operation, essentially. I mean, there was a lot else going on, but that was the driving force behind his efforts. It was blackmail, and unfortunately, children and innocent people were very impacted by it. But what's new? The government fucking. I'm trying to swear less too because algorithm, but the government oppressing its people. That's not new. That's not new in America. That's not new in Europe. That's not new in Asia. That's not new in this planet, on this planet. That is not new. And so I'm seeing just with this being an election year and with the culture wars and the divide and conquer tactics very successfully with them preventing people from uniting, people are extremely polarized right now. And this little thread that if we could all come together to poll and see what comes out, this thread of Jufrey Upstein, it would be a very uniting sort of idea. People would realize, oh, governments on all sides, left, right, up, down, all governments are bad and have been effing with us. So let's get to the topic of this video, or the title of this video. False flag incoming! I pictured like an airplane dropping bombs of false flags. What up to whoever just joined? So false flag in relation to the recent release of the Epstein files, the media apparatus is going to need a distraction. We're going to need to take people's attention off of this document release. And what better way to do that than a false flag? Oh, it is the perfect time for it. Oh, man. Or a psyop. We could also call it a psyop, but usually a false flag is different than a psyop in that it is an actual event, usually an event of violence, unfortunately, that occurs, whereas like a psyop is more of a programming operation. So it's longer term and it's meant to inflict psychological damage, whereas a false flag is meant to inflict kinetic, physical damage in the real time to stew and create fear. And they use these false flags to redirect the attention of the populace. Is that a word? Populace? Sometimes I use words and I'm like, I don't know if that's a real word or not. I'm pretty sure I'm mostly right. But also, I'm not I'm not autistic and I'm not literal. And I've learned when you're speaking with people on the spectrum, they do not understand, um, or they often, sometimes, not all of them, because it is a spectrum, but many of them are very literal. And I've learned that. that you have to speak to them differently. We have to speak to everyone. See, now I'm just sounding ableist, but whatever. There was another video or another topic I wanted to address. I was going to make another video, but maybe I could just loop it into this. False flags. Oh, yeah, no, I'll just make another video, I think. All right. Oh, ooh. I have to bring it up, but I don't want to. A common false flag that the government likes to use these days are shootings of public education institutions. I'm trying not to say the term because I'm really just don't want. I'm not on any watch list. I'm not important, but public education shootings are a common false flag, and especially when they're wanting to round up the guns. Um, so I pray to God, the universe, to whatever. I pray that that's not what happens. And I hate that we're in this situation where we have extraordinarily evil elites doing beyond comprehensible, horrible things to humanity. But that's where we're at. And that's why we need to stop fighting over these stupid frickin' culture war issues. And we need to unite under the umbrella of sovereignty, of liberty, freedom. And it seems like everybody sort of believes in those things, but there's like always a caveat. It's like freedom, but no, it's just freedom. It's just freedom. So keep your eyes out for the false flag. Be smart. Use your powers of discernment, and let's get through 2024 and start really making progress on this building this new earth.